Hello, this is Beta Ray Ben for Pixel Spank, and today I've got something slightly different. It's a book. More specifically, it's the Star Wars Millennium Falcon book and mega model, apparently. In terms of ratio, this much is book. This much is book. This much is model. So I thought I'd make the model. Do it on air. I think I've made one of these sort of foam models before. Here we go. And it's, how does that come out? Oh, no, that came off there. Alright, that was just a weird sock. I thought all of this would lift out, but I'm now realising you punch out the individual pieces. Is there instructions? So I've got the book here, right? As far as the book is like a companion piece to just sort of general Star Wars, as you know, just general little facts, information, that sort of thing. A couple games at the back, you know, crossword, that sort of thing, some sort of confusing. All right, here are the actual instructions. They start at page 27, of course. Right, how does it? Right. There should be 67 pieces in total to press out in order to make your Millennium Falcon model. As you press each piece out, you'll need to fold along the lines provided. Right, okay. This could be more involved than I'm expecting. Alright, so I'll either be cutting through this or you'll see me live attempting this. Step 1, fold the middle piece of piece A around itself and secure with the tabs. The large slot should be at the top. Okay. Piece A. Are they labelled somehow? They're labelled on the back and they're not in order, and they're not all labelled in the same place. Are they in order? There's piece A. Alright. I have a fear whenever I'm popping things out like this. I play a lot of like weird board games and such, and you have to pop pieces out quite a lot of just ripping the material. It's not a weird fear, is it? It's an obvious fear. Okay. These instructions aren't good. After having dealt with a lot of Lego, they're not. There's no. Why do I fold? Is it along? How does this even? Right. Fold the middle piece of piece A around itself and secure the tabs. Fold the middle piece of piece A. What the hell is the middle piece? I think it just means like this. It feels wrong. I've already messed up. This is going to be quite the endeavour, I can tell. So fold that around there. The large slot should be at the top. Close up the bottom panel. Right, the large slots should be at the top. I don't see any slots of any kind that I would call large. There's no scoring of where to fold. You just fold it yourself. It feels horrendous already. That's not even a fold line. So let's push that in. Let's see how that is. That it? Or does it fold inward like that? So that's showing. Right, as you press each piece, right, fold. Okay, fold the middle piece of piece A around itself and secure the tabs. This doesn't. How do you? What does it mean? Secure with tabs? Do they go in or out? My instinct is they go this way, but that doesn't really want to go. The more I force it, the worse I feel. I mean, that's not round, is it? That's very much awful. Christ alive. Right, let's. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to do this in the peace and quiet of what's it called, aren't I? Without the fear of failure. I'll be right back. Well, I give up. It's a piece of shit, is what it is. I basically, so this was, let me just wrench that apart. Step one was to build this thing. It doesn't, the instructions are awful. There's a lot of flaps and they don't tell you sort of which way to go. And then in 10 steps time there'll be, and now of course attach this to this flap you left out. It's like, well, you didn't even say that at all at the time. The pictures are terrible. They're not in colour for a start, which would be massively helpful when you're attaching like this large flat piece, which is black on one side and white on the other. And the actual written words are just awful. For example, step 6, with piece A facing you. This is piece A. What is the face of this? It has no logical... They don't describe the face anywhere earlier on. It's the most logical explanation of face I could maybe understand is on the flat page, this is the face and this isn't. But I curled this around itself, so all face is visible. It's a cylinder. So now I had to attach... Basically, I had to attach these things to it, sort of thusly. And it very briefly, for a second, almost worked, but nothing is secure enough. This is like the base, and eventually, presumably, these are like the front stick of these bits on the Falcon, on this actual model. But there's nothing is sturdy enough. So you're trying to delicately place one piece in, and everything else falls apart. Like these bits on top are meant to fold in here and sit like that, but there's nothing that holds them in. Every time you pick it, well, it's not coming out now, but every time you pick it up, it comes out. And then there's almost certainly a slot missing on this that connects one of the most structurally important bits of the ship on it. As far as I can tell, once I'd got this on, like these 5 bits together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, the rest is flare. But this is just so shoddy, it can't possibly hold. I mean, I if you would like, I need details, right? Let's see. All right, so this is 20 quid. Not an awful price, to be fair. The book is actually pretty good. I've read through it. It's not too in depth. Plenty of pictures. You know, a kid could get some enjoyment out of that. So I'd throw £10 at that, easy enough. That's fair enough. And then you could kill some time on the model. The only thing is, it's not an easy model. Is there an age suggestion on this Disney endorsed, fully official Star Wars product? Not that I can see. It just says on the back, not suitable for children under 36 months. I'm an adult, a full-blown adult playing with toys in his spare time. I can't put it together. I have fairly good dexterity. I do this sort of thing from time to time. I couldn't get it to go. I have put together these foam things before, and I know it's difficult at best. They work best on square designs. These bits, these fins, they actually went together quite well because they're square designs, they're straight lines. Everything else is like cylindrical. This bit here, how many sizes have I got? 3, 2, octagon. Try and draw an octagon. It's very difficult. It's not a good shape. A hexagon is a fine shape. Everything here is octagonal. it's got too many sides for your brain to visualise properly. Hexagons are easy, it's 3 parallel lines, it works, but an octagon, it just can't, you can't physically imagine such a thing. Well, I can't. So there's loads of pieces here, I just can't get to them, because getting this to stay together is next to impossible. I'm trying to sort of skip round it. I'm thinking I could just cut some tabs off and kind of tape it in place, because nothing can hold its shape quite rigidly enough on this one central piece. It just doesn't really work, which is a shame, because it feels like there could be some stuff going on. I've only got a finished picture to go on the back. This, by the way, this picture here, and to a lesser extent the one on the front, they're the only actual coloured pictures of the product. So they're the only ones that will look anything close to what it will look like when it's done. I'm trying to see, have they cheated in any way? Possibly. So this has beaten me. It's not great. There's an issue all of these foam things have, where basically, I'll get a bit out to demonstrate. If I just take this piece here, so it's foam with a sticker on each side. That's fine, right? You're meant to pop these bits out. The only trouble is, because you're threading this edge through tight slots, the sticker peels off. So on a lot of these here, like this flap here, you can see where the back sticker's it's peeled off immediately. It's only happened on the non-decorative side, like the side you wouldn't really see. Because that's peeled off, it just gets in the way. If you cut it off, like I did on one of them, it affects the size of the foam, because the foam expands a bit and then it rubs away, because it's foam, like a bit like polystyrene. So then it fits in the slot even worse. I've made wooden versions of this sort of thing. They work a lot better. There's obviously similar issues with them, but this system, not great. I would stick with Lego if you want to build your own model. This just can't be. Is that a lightsaber? No, it can't be. Kind of looks like one. I think it's the it's the back engine, isn't it? I keep wanting to gesture to a better model of the Falcon. That's a telling sign, isn't it? I'm sure it would have looked great if I'd have bothered making it. Like, look, that's the back end. Like step 27 of 28 is now put this on, and it's like the main piece. It doesn't even fold really. Wow. Yeah, let's stick that aside. So if you're tempted by one of these, if you see it on sale, which I can imagine you would, in like a big pile of children's activities and stuff, maybe worth a punt. It doesn't. I'll tell you what it has got going for it. It doesn't require any stuff other than what's in the book. You don't need any pens or scissors or glue. Granted, it won't stay together, but it is kind of no fuss. It doesn't make a huge mess either. There's all these little punch outs, but they're not awful. Like, they're not, you know, they're not bits of clay or anything. It's not. It's just not good though. Like, this is my Falcon. This is what I assembled. Any idiot can put Lego together, but this just doesn't work. The worst part is, I've got another one of these. It's an X-Wing though, which I feel might be slightly better, because an X-Wing is a lot more. Well, there's a lot less curves on it than the Falcon. The Falcon's a very round ship, so I'll do that next time. But for this time, it's it's not good. Edgemont.co.uk, you've done a poor job here. I blame Disney though, as I do for 99% of my issues in life. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.